Why does Allah allow pain and suffering? A man went to a barber shop to have his hair cut and his beard trimmed. As the barber began to work, they began a good conversation. As many of you know, when you go to a barber, that's where you get all the information from. So he talked about so many things and various subjects. When they eventually touched on the subject of Allah, the barber said, I don't believe that Allah exists. I don't believe that Allah exists. The customer says, why do you say that? He says, well, you just have to go out in the street to realize that Allah does not exist. Tell me, if Allah exists, would there be so many sick people? Would there be so many abandoned children? If Allah existed, there would be neither suffering nor pain to anyone in this world. I can't imagine a loving Allah who would allow all these things. Customer thought for a moment, but did not respond because he didn't want to start an argument. And in the process, if he made one wrong move, the whole haircut will be messed up. So he remained quiet. The barber finished, and the customer left the shop. Just as he left the barber shop, he saw a man in the street with long, stringy, dirty hair and an untrimmed capped beard. He looked dirty, unkempt. The customer turned back and entered the barber shop again, and he said to the barber, you know what? Barbers do not exist. How can you say that? Asked the surprised barber. I am here and I am a barber, and I just work on you. No, the customer exclaimed. Barbers don't exist. If they did, there would be no people with dirty, long and untrimmed beards like that man I seen outside. But barbers do exist. That's what happens when people do not come to me. Exactly affirmed the customer. That's the point. Allah too does exist. That's what happens when people do not go to Him and do not look to Him for help. That is why there is so much pain and suffering in the world, because we don't go to Allah. That is why we are here. We thank Allah that in this great and blessed month of Ramadan, He has given us this opportunity to come to Him so that we can relieve our pains and suffering by begging Him and asking Him, because it is only Allah. It is only Allah who can remove your pain and your suffering and grant you whatever you want. So let us never seize that opportunity of coming to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us always run to Allah subhanahu. And Allah states in the Holy Quran, Anta waliyyi fi dunya wal akhirah. Allah is your true friend in this world and the akhirah. That is why we will always run to Allah, inshaAllah. May Allah give us the death with the kalima, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wa akhir da'wahum, anil hamdulillah. الأملاك